If you are looking for evidences, testimonies, miracles that has happened here, you will call God a failure. Because your situation, you may not have somebody who has gone through the same thing before. But there is one knowledge you must sustain. My God never fails. Those are the men that sees the hand of deliverance.
Hallelujah.
Other gods fail. Go and ask Dagon. Go and ask Balaam. Go and ask Baal. They failed at a point. At a point they were calling fire. He couldn't call his own. At a point they met the Ark of Covenant. Dagon fell in his hand. But there is a God who has no record. There is no record.
Yes.
Obi wa beka say sofo no onima mani amedem onima mani enye tiare amani o onima mani amedem say kape dame so no enye 100 million cow onima mani abaya mani amenya no enya ayiketua o ena say share na wonim dia men so meka ne wasem wonim dia men so meka ne wasem. There is protection and there is deliverance, or let me say there is preservation and there is deliverance. Preserve means that before the attack comes, he protects you so that you don't fall into the attack. That one is another level, and there is a higher level whereby he deliver means that you have fallen into it, and whatever that thing has done to others must do to you. But God decides that though you are falling into it, but he will not allow you to go the way of all what others go through. Nobody entered the belly's fish and came out, but a man entered and God chose to deliver him. Nobody entered fire and came out, but some 3 Hebrew men entered and God said you will come out. That is called deliverance. You have already gotten yourself into it. Many idols and many gods, this is their realm, they can't enter. They can preserve you, but when you fall into it, they can't deliver you. That's the difference between God and other gods. Other gods can preserve. Yes, okona ne ko ya pam ne adia obetiba bo ho by 90 years kra na adia bi ntowoda ba nyankopon de otimi mane to no ayi. Lazarus entered into the grave and he brought him out. That is called deliverance. It's called deliverance. Jesus entered hell. He brought him back after 3 days. A poisonous viper bite Apostle Paul. Everybody was waiting for him to die. Viper rather died. Apostle Paul survived. It's called deliverance. Nobody enters the dungeon of Pharaoh and comes back. But Joseph entered and came out as a prime minister. Can you meet a hungry lion and survive? But Daniel met a hungry lion and came back alive. It's called deliverance. I'm talking about the fact that right now, we need to the left, to the right. There is no hope anywhere. That is where God's speciality comes in. It's called deliverance. What tomorrow I nipa nyina atro wo retirement letter bibi papa bi antimi mfiri mu mabi asa. That is where God comes in and then expresses speciality called deliverance. The dungeon of Herod, you don't go and come back, but Peter entered. That was when we realized that automatic gates began. It didn't start from our civilization. It began in their days. Doors were opening for them to enter. It's called deliverance. Yes, what to marry? I don't know. People what feel. What you need next is called deliverance. Cancer, now they say you have cancer. What you need now is deliverance. You have now become an addict to alcoholism, smoking, everything. Now what you need is deliverance. But you see, deliverance will come only when you understand these 2 mysteries. Number 1, problems announce themselves with an atmosphere of no way out. Every problem you fall into it carries an aura that speaks out one message: no way out. Number 2, it carries another aura of never happened before. No way out, never happened before. So every problem, I know somebody is going to stand in the courtroom right now and a voice will be sounding, no way out. Then even your own lawyer will tell you, take extra clothes when you are coming. Prepare yourself. If you have some drugs, take them when you are coming, to tell you that you are not returning home. There will be a sentence for you. No way out. Every problem you fall in has that aura of no. And the second thing that never happened before. The enemy will threaten you that your case is unique. It has never happened to anybody before. So this one that it has happened to you are the example. You are the case study. I'm telling you, everybody goes through it. It goes through your mind. Many people have had divorce, but when you are about to have yours, a voice will tell you your case is different. People have had dismissal, but a voice will keep on telling you your case is different. Getting a new job will be difficult. Every problem carries this too. But you see, those that receive deliverance from the hands of God also sustain one knowledge: God never fails. If you can sustain this knowledge, God never fails. Even if our God does not save us, we will not bow. Have you ever seen him deliver anybody from fire before? But the boy spoke as if God has delivered people from fire before. Daniel was praying 3 times a day as if God has delivered people from the lion before. But he has no record. All that he knew is that my God will never fail. If you are looking for evidences, testimonies, miracles that has happened here, you will call God a failure. Because your situation, you may not have somebody who has gone through the same thing before. But there is one knowledge you must sustain: my God never fails. Those are the men that sees the hand of deliverance. Hallelujah. Other gods fail. Go and ask Dagon. Go and ask Balaam. Go and ask Baal. They failed at a point. At a point they were calling fire, he couldn't call his own. At a point they met the Ark of Covenant. Dagon fell in his hand. But there is a God who has no record. There is no record of failure. Any deliverance he attempted, he did it 100%. I need you to do this, and then you pray that God deliver me from deep trouble. There is a knowledge I know about you. You will never fail. Failure is not a part of you.
Yes.
You don't know what failure is. You won't fail me in this.
Yes.
You won't fail me in this.
Yes.
I wait for your deliverance. I call for your deliverance. I cry for your deliverance. May God deliver you from deep troubles. Mani muedeng. Euradi nche wonfrim. Mani muedeng. Ye woni nkuku. Ye wo disappointed. Let that God deliver you from deep troubles.